I recently went to my favorite thrift store and spent about $32 on all of this fabric, zippers, and a couple of unfinished quilts. Let's check it out. They're the same, and they're each $1. It says Paris, but made in China, but I thought I could maybe make some fun Barbie dresses out of them. There's actually a book dedicated to making those. Next I got, I think it was $9 in zippers. They're all metal. Mostly they're by a brand called Talon. In a variety of colors and a few different sizes. And then of course, a couple of old J&P coats. One's not metallic and one is. I kind of felt like $1 was a pretty good price for zippers. Next, this bag of fabric for $1. It looks like it's mostly flannel scraps. So 4 different patterns. It looks like a fair amount. I don't know exactly what I would do with it. They all are fairly thick flannel, so they're pretty nice. Let me know if you have any suggestions. And 2 little bits of that apparently. Then I got this for 50 cents. I'm pretty sure it's the kind they sell at Dollar Tree. So it's originally $1.25. And then I got this woven towel for 50 cents. I am not sure why I got it, but I was thinking maybe a Barbie coat would be really cute, but I'm kind of weird like that. Then I got this entire bag of zippers for $3. And they all look like they're metal. Some really long ones. Oh, no, that's metal. No, made in the US. Then I bought this one for $2. Usually the ones I get like this are $1, but it looked like a pretty big piece. Depending on its size and shape, it's what I'll use it for. It looks pretty big. It's not upholstery fabric, but it is thicker, so it's not like a plain old quilting cotton. Let's see how much we have. So I had to stare at this a bit because I wasn't sure which were the sides and which were the ends, but apparently it's almost 100 inches wide and 2 yards long. So I have a lot to work with. Next, I got this for 50 cents. It's about half a yard. Actually, it's about 2/3 of a yard. It's pretty cute, and for 50 cents, I didn't feel like I could go wrong. And I got this set of fabric for $1. It didn't feel like there was any rhyme or reason for them to put these particular fabrics together, but let's take a look at them. This one has a metallic silver, though it doesn't look Christmassy, so they kind of look like fingerprints. So it says Akiko Designs for Robert Kaufman. Then there's this one, which is, I would say, just over a yard maybe. And it feels kind of like an upholstery style fabric, but not super thick. So maybe a tote bag that's lined. It's not my favorite. I kind of got it for these last 2 pieces. It looks like it may be about a fat quarter size. It's very pretty. Light purple, sort of almost paisley flower design. And this one. So it's about half a yard, but it's pretty wide. I actually have a dress from the 60s that has a similar pattern. The flowers are much bigger, but same color and sort of the same flower type. So I saw this and I had to buy it. I had no choice. So we have these 2 unfinished quilts. This first one I got for $5. And it's I guess it's a 60s, 70s like a double knit, I believe someone told me it was. Oh, look at that one. I like that. I didn't see them actually at first, but the lady at the thrift store grabbed my mom and pointed these out to her. Then my mom's like, no, my daughter's the sewer. I had another one, but it was in even worse condition. But I really liked some of the fabrics. Little dirty. Let's check the other side. Oh, wow. I like that. So it's pretty cute. It would be a small quilt, but what do you think would be the best backing for this type of quilt? Give me your opinion. And then we have the standard cotton quilt here. And it was marked down. So originally it was $8. They marked it down to $6. And it's in bad shape. In some spots it's really bad. And here are the rips. And I would really like to make a quilt just with this design only. I think that looks so good. And let's take a look at the other side. Huh, that's a interesting fabric. Interesting. And there is some staining, but it's not as terrible as it could be. A lot of it's on the white. That white has a pattern on it. So was it a good buy for $6? Give me your suggestions on what you would do with this if you had it. I got this giant bag for $2. It seems like it's mostly silky fabrics and tools, but we'll take a peek. Kind of smells like glue. So, nice pink tulle. Maybe half a yard. A little extra. Some cream. And this is more like the hat netting tulle than it is the dress. And this is more the dress tulle. With some stretch. And more. So one's a little bit lighter, whiter, one's more yellowy. And then several pieces of green. And that's cute lace. Maybe about a yard of it. And it's a fair amount of this silkier fabric, heavier weight. It looks like there might be about a yard and a half, 2 yards, but it's been cut into. The same fabric, but in a purple. Not a lot of it, but in a really lightweight purple. Sort of, I guess, a lining. It's probably a lining fabric. A little bit of white. Some more of that pink. A little random, huh? More. 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 They're not giant pieces, but I could creatively use them for doll dresses. Especially because there's a couple that are bigger, like this one and the first one. So definitely enough to make a larger doll dress. Some more of that white. A lining fabric that's pink. Some more purple. An ivory sort of silk. There's not a whole lot of that, so it'd be a little bit harder to utilize, but we'll see. So this is just a lining material in white. Maybe half a yard with the amount that's been cut into it. Or maybe 2/3 of a yard. Oh, some tulle. A little bit bigger piece of that ivory, so that's nice. A little more purple and pink. Stretchy white, or cream. But that's like a really small piece for that. This is just a cream colored, tending towards yellow cotton, believe it or not. So we do have some cotton in this one. And then blue. So probably enough for a Barbie dress, based on the size of the pieces of fabric. But it's nice and heavyweight. Feels nice. And let's see. So I'd say the fabric was just over 1.25 yards when it was originally cut, but it's been cut into, so maybe 2/3 of a yard is left. It's a real pretty fabric though. See, I'm thinking either like a wedding dress for a doll or a fancy bag. Let me know which you would use this for while I continue to think about it because I'm torn. And if you enjoyed this fabric haul, please check out my playlist of just fabric hauls right on the screen.